Guys and girls and whoever's watching, I found an awesome old house. This is an old house in the middle of the woods. I would assume was built probably in the late 1800s at least. Look at the old chimney. It's a double chimney. Maybe early 1800s, because a lot of the old houses in the early 1800s had two chimneys. Look at the old. I mean, all the vines have grown up this house already. And look, I've seen old bottles, old-timey bottles everywhere. Look at even this one. I mean, these bottles have a lot of... I can look at that last one, that big one. That was... Look at that. Look at the old balcony up there. That's so cool. The old light fixture. That is cool. Really awesome. I love this old house. I love finding old remnants of houses and old dilapidated houses such as this. Look at the old windows that are boarded up. There's another angle. There's the other chimney. No, I saw it from the other angle. Old two-story house. Old farmhouse. And I mean, some of these old trees, the kids that lived here probably played on and had fun. Probably had ropes hanging from the limbs so they could swing, and whatever you did back then, even back in the 80s and 90s, we didn't have what kids have now, so you had to really be creative and enjoy the woods and play basketball. Do whatever you could. Guys, I see an old storage shed and what I believe to be an outhouse. Now back then, back in the 1800s, early to late 1800s or even early 1900s, a lot of people had to use outhouses. Which, for kids that don't know what that is, that's old wooden bathrooms that had no plumbing, and you had to dig. After a while, the father, usually the patriarch of the family, had to take a shovel and dig out the mess that the family left. Wow, look at some of the old furniture, even some of the old remnants of furniture. You can really tell this property has a lot of age. A lot of age. The old tires. I'm going to go and I'm going to get some... I bet you, what do you want to bet that this is an old outhouse? What did I say? Oh man, I will not look into the toilet, I promise you. But that reminds me, back in the long time ago, my grandparents, my mom and her siblings grew up with an outhouse for a while. Well, for a lot of their childhood, sadly. But it is what it is. That was, normal back then, especially growing up in the country. Especially if you grew up in an old house, and I guess if you didn't have the know-how to install a bathroom, and of course that's quite a job. If you're willing to survive, you can do it. If you're willing to survive in difficult situations. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this house, and obviously that was a cold shed, and then I knew that had to be the outhouse. But thank you so much for viewing, and I am out.